in the 80s and 90s, you know, a lot of guys my age kind of learn those skills, and that's pretty much simplicity. And you know, and we do not buy all this hype. We look at the hype, and we try to look at the foundation underneath it. Who is trying to grab the money? You know, so you know, I missed that Dow going up, so I just, you know, whatever. But I'm pretty angry with myself, because that extra 20, 30% would have been good. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Just wondering if you could give us some quick like demographic background. You know, family. I'd like to know your family. You know, grandkids.
Oh yeah, I have one son. Okay, we don't have any kids yet. I'm married. You know, I just.
What's your day look like? You normally.
Oh, the name, normal day. If it was in Mount weather, I'm up at 4 in the morning. I'm there at 6. I got to get signed in for a security, because it's top secret security. We start the project at 6 in the morning. We finish at 3. I drive home. Well, we finish it right around 2 to 2:30. I'm in the house right around 4, kind of tired. I do homework, you know, with with my son. I basically watch a little TV, clean up, and do the next. And I did this for about a year, a little over a year. I had to drive like almost 1,200 miles a week, and that was a security job. Then after that, basically I had to deal with this accounts receivable problem, emails. What ended up happening, it rained in 2016 for 3 months. We had mud dust slides and we had flash flooding. So a lot of the concrete and the reinforcing steel was whipped in with mud. So under FEMA conditions, which Mount weather is, you working under emergency conditions, and you're supposed to get a change order, and you keep a force account with labor, material, and equipment expense. What happened? The general contractor, for some reason, did not want to do that. We later found out that he breached contract because he did not have his soil, his erosion and settlement control system in place. So the water came down from the mountain, moved to the bottom of the mountain, and basically flooded us for 3 months. We're under contract. They have a lot of our money. It's impossible to walk off. You have to finish it. We submitted all the paperwork, formal notice 1. We, you know, and what happened, what I speculate, it's in the middle of a lawsuit now. The government said, no, you did not do your erosion settlement control properly. You didn't have super silt barriers, you didn't have matting, you didn't have barricades, you didn't have diversion ditches, you didn't do any of these things. It's your responsibility, and we're not paying for it. So I'm in the middle of like a $250,000 lawsuit now. So based on that, communication with my wife being very upset with me, you know what I'm saying? A lot of that was going into this stock market thing. I'm in a position where I'm working for somebody else. I also have other clients. I'm a consultant for estimating, and basically, you know, it's a waiting game. It looks like in the next 2 or 3 months, it's going to federal court, and looks extremely good. They might want to settle before it goes to court. You know.
Are you on Facebook?
No.
Yeah.
Rich, how much time do you spend on your researching for investments or opportunities like that?
I tell you what, I read all that stuff. I'm on the Fox business thing.
Okay.
And I'm looking at this, and I'm like, I'm angry every time it goes up 300 or 400 points.
So you get that from
Shit.
TV mostly, or do you like
TV.
research, do you research online at all? Like,
Yes,
okay.
yes, yeah, I research
Like
online.
what places you look to get information?
I go to, I go to Fox, and there's a lot of good side stuff right underneath their main,
Yeah.
thing, and I end up
Okay.
going there.
And are you looking for just like trends, or are you looking for specific stocks?
I'll be honest with you, there's a lot of catchy stuff there that, you know, do this, you know, this stock is gonna go up so much,
Yeah.
you know, this trend here. I was into the gold and silver trend 3 or 4 years ago, and it hasn't done anything too much. I'm thinking, you know, I'm still into that thinking.
Do you have a date in mind for your retirement? Do you have an idea? Like, is it
I'll be
like a
honest
couple
with you,
years,
it
or-
doesn't, it ain't gonna happen.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm in a business, you know, I don't have to physically do the work anymore,
Yeah.
but I like working, and I
Okay.
see, you know.
So you don't see yourself ever like?
No, and I'm in pretty good health.
Yeah.
I learned a lot about that natural healing, how you detoxify your body, spring, summer, fall, winter. It's almost like an oil change.
Yeah.
Clean out your, you know, liver flushes and everything else. And
So what's your motivation then to work on your investments then? Is it to just leave a legacy for your son?
I'm looking for somebody to take the polls, you know, and help me on that, because I don't know how this treasury bill thing is going to hit. I'm with Charles Schwab. I said when I pulled out of the stock market, you know, it was going up and down, like in 2016, and I didn't want to deal with that. They put me in short-term treasuries, and I'm looking for somebody to kind of manage that account. You know,
Okay.
I'm thinking it's safe, but
Yeah.
I understand if it's long-term, you know, you can get clipped off the spread on the
Yeah.
interest charges. Yes, sir.
I want to ask you like a little woo question, kind
Sure.
of stimulate your imagination a little bit. But in a perfect world, everything happens perfectly, right? How much money would it take for you to say, "This is it. I'm done. I made it. I'm happy. You can do whatever you want"?
Man, you have to ask my wife that. I'm a minimalist. Man, I'm a minimalist, man. I would just wrap it up, 5 acres, you know, a nice thing, and just go fish and hunt and just farm it, you know. You know, she's kind of angry because, you know, we're supposed to get a better house and repair this. You know, I'm in the middle of a lawsuit now with that project, you know. And it's kind of like, you know, you don't want to, you know, once you get nipped for about 150 to 200,000, you don't want to, you know what I'm saying? That's simply a headshot. You don't want to take another, you know, there's only so much in which you can ante up. You know,
Right.
I still got some pretty good balance left, but, you know, I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? It puts me in a situation where I cannot take a risk again.
Right.
Guys, one more question.
Yes, sir.
Who's got back here?
What do you think about Trump?
Oh, I like him. I just wish he was more controlled in his antagonistic approach. I think you get a little bit more with honey than you get with vinegar. Yes, sir.
In regards to Trump, do you think, even behind all that, the attitude and all that stuff, do you think his business savvy is still working in your best
Oh
interest?
yeah, sure. Because it looks like a lot of stuff is coming out. But I'm thinking a lot of guys my age have been hurt with false narratives. It is rampant, and nobody's speaking about this. There's a lot of false narratives going on because of the invention of emails, and I kind of think people have to be trained on that to protect themselves.
Do you think that this tax thing is going to benefit you?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I want that. Sure.
Okay, one more? Any more?
Yeah. So you said you don't trust Bitcoin for these cryptos. You can't reach trying
I
to
tell you,
grasp.
I know somebody that has turned 10,000 into $300,000.
Yeah, well, has that tempted you to
Yes,
to just get
yes,
in
it
and do
definitely has. Although,
Have you- have
what
you-
I would do, I would learn how to trade it, put the 10,000 in it, have it jump up to 20, and then grab out my original,
Sure.
and then play with the money, you know, that was actually made on profit.
And what do you think about pot stocks as well? I mean, you grew up in the 60s and 70s.
Pot, oh,
penny
I,
pot stocks.
I just, it was really confusing and everything else. Anything where you got the government that could possibly attack,
Yeah.
and there's a challenge to the status quo,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? That is like,
Risk reward.
exactly, you know, in the snap of a finger, somebody else could change as a politician and change everything.
I'm gonna take the final question if that's
Oh,
okay.
yeah, sure.
If we asked you where Bitcoin was right now, as far as price wise?
About 6,000.
That's it, okay.
I watch it, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about getting it, but I don't understand it. I mean, could it be attacked by outside forces as far as the, you know, the security of it? Could the government attack it? Is it in conflict with government power and also money? Okay, and is it a challenge to it? So it's kind of like, you know, am I in the middle of a money war between Bitcoin, the United States, and China? Because I know recently China put a nail on that. So it's kind of like, it's a little bit confusing and also pretty scary. You know, you want to, you know, you like that big profit, but you want to grab out your original investment. And it isn't like a bank or a building or a structure. You know, it isn't that. You know, it's like electronics. So guys in my age group, they're